Hey everybody, it seems like there is still some confusion regarding the number of the beast. In Revelation 13:18 we see that number as 666, and this is what we find in our earliest manuscript witness to this passage. That's Papyrus 47 or P47, which dates to probably the second half of the 3rd century CE. Now, at the end of the 3rd century CE, we have another manuscript, P115, that actually has the number as 616. But it's okay because both numbers are a reference to the same individual, because this number is referred to at the end of that passage as the number of his name, which clearly means we're dealing with a numerical encoding of the name of a person using gematria. And gematria is this convention of using the sums of the numerical values of the letters of a word or a name to encode that word or name. And 616 and 666 are two different ways to encode the name Nero Caesar. One is transliterating it into Hebrew from Greek, and the other is transliterating it into Hebrew from Latin. Here is a coin from the reign of Nero Caesar. You'll note that this is a means of buying and selling, and the impression on the coin has Nero's image as well as Nero's name, and that impression could be referred to in Greek as a mark as well. But you'll see along the left Nero Kaiser. This is the Latin spelling of the name, and if you transliterate that into Hebrew characters, you get Nero Kaiser, and that, using gematria, adds up to 616. Here is another coin from Nero's reign. The inscription here, however, is not in Latin, it is in Greek. And to transliterate the name Nero Kaiser into Greek gives us Neron Kaiser with a nu on the end. Now you transliterate that into Hebrew and then you get Neron Kaiser with a nun on the end of the first name. And in Hebrew, the nun has a numerical value of 50. So if we transliterate this into Hebrew and then add up the numerical values of the characters, we get 666. The only two numbers that have any real argument to make for being original to Revelation 13:18 are 666 and 616. 666, most scholars agree, is probably original. 616 probably popped up in an area where Latin was a lot more common. So this is a reference to Nero Caesar. Nero Caesar was the second beast from Revelation 13 and 14, and this is not a prophecy about the future. This is an exhortation to Christians to keep themselves unspotted from the stains of the evil empire and to remain faithful in the face of persecution, whether real or imagined.